he gets his trinkets here and there, but he wasn't featured. He could have averaged 40 in this series.
All right, let's get into it, man. Tremendous game 7. Somebody. In
A
which
few
the
people.
San Antonio Spurs defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder 111 to 103. A lot of takeaways from this game. Probably my biggest takeaway is that people don't really like Oklahoma City, but we'll get into that in 2 seconds. But Gil, what were your now that you sat and digested it and all that? I mean, what's your big takeaways? Congratulations to San Antonio first. Yeah.
Spurs.
Yeah.
You know, like I wasn't going against the Spurs. I was just I give the champs their respect that they get, then they have to get beat, right? Before you should turn on them, right? They got beat, they got outplayed. I just don't. There were some complaints that I had against Spurs too during this 7-game series where every game you won, it went through Wemby. Every game you lost, it kind of became this guard only type of offense where they shot the ball before he got down there. He didn't get to really imprint his name in getting the ball, right? Like he was like more of a scavenger type of player inside of this offense where, he gets his trinkets here and there, but he wasn't featured. He could have averaged 40 in this series. Right? There was first play of the game, boom, gave it to Wemby. He took off, right? Hit a jumper over Hartenstein. They never ran that play again. Then it became like, all right, come set a pick and we gon', you know what I mean? So there was this little things where I was like, yo, you need some of the old school element inside of this game to really take over because you're lacking knowledge. And you're lacking the understanding of taking advantage of moments where Wemby could have averaged 4. They could have really just took over this series. They won it, so that's all that really matters. Growth is what you're seeing throughout the series. And then when it comes to OKC, forget who was not playing. Can't change that.
Yeah.
You can only go off of who was playing. And I don't think OKC took advantage of situations that happened during the game that would have changed the outcome. Castle had 4 fouls. He had 4 fouls, I think, at the end of the third. And they put him back in the game. I was like, oh, this is a mistake. He has 4 fouls in the third quarter, and coach put him back in the game, and you did not attack him once again. The basketball IQ, there was no way in hell in the early 2000s that no player would have survived that. I mean, from Jason Kidd, no play coach would have called. That would have been him. He has 4. Get him his 5th. Either he's going to give up a shot or he's going to foul trying to play defense. But he is not going to last the third and the whole fourth with 4 fouls. So he would have got his 5th foul, meaning, think about what I'm saying. One of the best defenders, one of the toughest defenders, has 4 fouls. He comes back in, it was like the 7-minute mark, 6-minute mark? Mm-hmm. We'd have went at him the whole time. Any player who was on him, we're going to set the pick, Shea, go at him. Try to get the 5th. Once he gets his 5th, he's going to have to sit down, and then the beginning of the fourth quarter, he can't play. He would have had to come back in the last 5 minutes of the game. So you lose Castle that whole time. Then when Wemby got his 5th, he would have been in every pick and roll. Every pick and roll. Hartenstein, we're going to pass it to Hartenstein. Hit him with 5. Instead of just throwing your floater, hit him with the pump fake. He's going to jump every time because he did. jump into him, get him his 6, get him out of there. They did not take advantage of the elements that was there for them. Tim Duncan, Steve Nash, right? Kolb, right? There was no way you was gonna Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, like you was never gonna last that long with that many fouls. You would have been out, or you would have gave up a whole bunch of points trying not to foul. So I think OKC missed opportunities in the middle of the third with Castle, and then obviously with Wemby when he had his 5th. And the young boys just hung around, and you got to give it up to Champagne for hitting shots over and over. Tough shots. Like he hit tough shots. A bunch of offensive rebounds he had. Listen, Johnson, boy, Johnson needs a raise. Because he reminds me of like a PJ Tucker. He does these things at the right moment in time that sways it for you. A key offensive rebound, a key shot, key stop, and an and one that you don't like. There was just moments that every time they needed this possession or needed this offensive rebound, he got it. Right? And it was just an amazing game 7. And you know what I mean? Like, both teams played as hard as they can possibly play for it to sway in their favor. Well, the star players. Let's just say that.
I agree. Did want to get on Wemby real quick. I mean, super duper impressive run. At 22 years old, Western Conference MVP, unanimous DPOY. He's also already got a Rookie of the Year. 2-time All-Defensive First Team, 2-time All-Star, 1-time All-NBA First Team, 3-time block champ, All-Rookie First Team, and to put him with some company, first finals appearance, Michael Jordan, 7 years, LeBron James, 4 years, Kobe, 4 years, Victor Wembanyama, 3 years. Elite company that he's put himself in with this one, Gil.
On which the stats, or because he's in the finals? Which
I
part?
think all of it. The achievements, the accolades, some of the stats, all these different things. He's putting up a pretty impressive early of career resume.
No, but we already knew that was going to happen, right? And the resume is not as impressive as it should be because of injuries, right? Where, he's on his 3rd year, but he's only played, 2 real years of, if you combine everything, it's 2 years, right? Where he missed the majority of last year, where that hurt him from, a lot of awards. So, his resume could be just a little bit better than, if he didn't get injured. But right now, very impressive. And what's really impressive is he doesn't even know what he is yet. He's just playing basketball. Like, he's just out there hooping, right? Offensively, he still kind of like don't know what he wants to do or what he's doing, right? He's just out there playing hard. When you say, hey, just go out there and play hard, he's out there playing hard. Even defensively, he's a baby. He's a baby at what he's doing. So when we're talking about apex knowledge, right? He is not up there where Rudy Gobert, the Dream, you're talking about lockdown defenders like Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, Duncan, David Robinson, Mutombo, who else? KG. He's not there yet. And he's already dominating defense. Wait till he gets to 26, 27. Defensively, he's done seen everything. He's done calculated everything. Like, the game will be difficult. He will be himself Detroit Pistons 04, 05. That will be him. He will be all of them in one. He will be himself keeping teams to damn near 70, 80 by himself. Once he starts understanding what he's looking at. Right now, he's just reacting. And that's the scary part.